Welcome to Summarize Science. Today we are looking at a breakthrough in computing that is inspired by the human brain. Traditional computers use binary code, but this research explores using parametrically-driven oscillators to process information. These oscillators are physical systems that vibrate, much like a child on a swing being pushed at just the right time. The goal is to use these natural vibrations to perform complex calculations more efficiently than a standard CPU. The researchers used a method called reservoir computing, where the physical dynamics of the system do the heavy lifting. In this setup, input data is encoded into the drive amplitude of the oscillators. The system then produces a high-dimensional response that can be read out to find patterns or make predictions. This mimics how neurons in our brains interact through complex pulses and rhythms rather than simple on-off switches. By using two different modes of vibration, the system creates a rich environment for data processing. To test how well this works, the system was tasked with predicting chaotic systems like the Mackey glass or Lorentz equations. Look at these graphs. The solid blue lines represent the actual truth, while the dashed red lines are the computer's predictions. In the parametric resonance regime, the red lines almost perfectly overlap the blue ones. This means the vibrating system is effectively learning the patterns of chaos and predicting what comes next. However, as the system moves into more chaotic states, you can see the predictions start to deviate from the truth. The researchers discovered a sweet spot for performance known as the parametric resonance regime. This colorful map shows that the lowest errors, shown in dark blue, align perfectly with specific physical boundaries. In this state, the system is complex enough to transform data but stable enough to keep its train of thought. Outside of this region, such as in the subthreshold zone, the system doesn't have enough energy to process the data effectively. Understanding these boundaries is crucial for building physical hardware that can actually perform AI tasks. They also explored frequency combs, which are like having a whole ladder of musical notes playing at once to represent data. While these combs add more dimensions to the information, they don't always result in better accuracy. If the vibrations become too chaotic or lose their phase coherence, the computer's performance actually drops. This tells us that more complexity isn't always better. The system needs to be tuned just right. The researchers found that the detuning of the signal can shift where these optimal zones exist. The speed at which data is fed into the system also matters immensely. If data is fed in too slowly, the system loses its memory of what happened before. If it is fed in too quickly, the physical oscillators can't keep up with the changes. Finding the balance between the speed of the data and the natural speed of the vibration is the key to success. This research provides a clear set of design principles for future engineers. In summary, this study proves that simple vibrating systems can perform high-level AI tasks. By tuning these oscillators to the parametric resonance regime, we can create incredibly efficient, brain-like computers. This could lead to ultra-fast processors that operate at gigahertz speeds while using very little power. The future of computing might not be about smaller transistors, but about mastering the physics of vibration. Thank you for watching Summarize Science, and stay tuned for more amazing discoveries.